What is going on, people? Welcome back. This is part 7 of the Grand Slam series in the Porsche. We're back in at Hockenheim and we're going to put the fuel down to 2 laps. Yeah, we'll do 2 laps. Soft tyre. I think 3 laps around Hockenheim the tyre would die, so we'll go for 2 laps. Qualifying fuel just about enough to complete the 2 laps. Off we go. This is part 7. We've won every one so far. We haven't had a fail yet. Obviously, I'll still post the fails if we get one, just so you guys can see the progress. But yeah, so far we're on part 7. We're still doing well. These are all pre-recorded videos, but obviously if I get a fail, I'll still post it as well. I want you guys to witness the way I've witnessed it. So yeah, as we're coming towards the quali laps here at Hockenheim, get the tyres nice and warm. It's a nice build up to the lap at Hockenheim as well on your fastest running lap. Coming around the final corner, accelerating hard, using the curb on exit, leaving the car on the left hand side over the line, slow it down to 3rd gear, use the curb on entry and then use the curb on exit, and then ease into the middle of the track, then back over to the left for this heavy braking zone here, down into 1st gear, and then as soon as the car's almost pointing straight, bang on the accelerator through 2nd, through 3rd, losing the rear end slightly there, but it doesn't matter. Well, it does, but it doesn't. Lingering in the middle of the track, and then look, slowly tightening the car towards the left hand side of the track to get ready for the braking zone here, all the way down the gears into 1st, then come off the brake, don't hit the throttle, just let the car turn, then hit the throttle when the car's pointing straight, all the way up through the gears, leaving the car on the left hand side to then switch and swoop, look, flat out, throttles all the way down through that right hander, and then slow it down to 1st gear for this left, leaving the car on the left hand side of the track and then swooping over, look, to the right hand side, using curb if you need it on exit, and then accelerating hard towards this long fast right hander, but don't go off track, don't cut it too much, which I do a lot, and then switch your car over to the right hand side of the track and then brake and cut to the left, long canted corner there, we nearly go off track and lose the lap, but we don't, and then leave it on the left hand side, then cut in as late as you can, and then this long right hander coming out, using the curb on exit, and we're going to go over the line. It's a 1:33 dead, so I don't know if that's good enough at the moment. We're going to go straight into the 2nd lap time here, slow the car down all the way down into 1st gear, wait for the car to be pointing almost straight, and then you can hit the throttle hard. Then it's always better to accelerate in a straight line rather than corner, and because you're risking losing the rear. But at the moment we're up on our lap time. There's no one really near us on the delta at the top of the screen, so I'm not too worried at the moment. Let the car rotate there and then hit the throttle once you're pointing straight again. Nearly 3 temps up, flat out through that right hander, and then leave the car on the right hand side of the track to then cut back to the left. Don't hit that red sausage curb because it does really unsettle the car. I think we're up. I think we might be up here. We are. We're 7 tenths up. Wow. We're really going to improve on the 1st lap time. It's looking good. Looking really good at the moment. I don't think anyone's going to get near us, to be honest, unless someone joins this lobby late on. And that's a nice-ish last corner. I wouldn't say that was the best. And it's a 2nd improvement. There you go. And that, ladies and gentlemen, I don't think we'll be beaten, to be honest, without sounding arrogant, unless someone comes in and absolutely smashes it. But going by consistency of what other people are saying, yeah, I think that's a lot quicker than what these guys in this lobby will be doing. Yeah, there's still 1 minute and 15 to go, but we don't have enough fuel in the car to set another lap time. and we've already started lap 3 of qualifying, so there's no point going back to the menu quickly trying to get tyres on and come back, because obviously the qualifying lap has started. So that right there is the end of qualifying for now. So we're just going to sit here and we're just going to see if anyone can improve or get close to that. But while we're sat here, I will just talk about the series so far. So obviously in this series so far, we've completed every race that we've entered so far. But obviously we haven't had a fail, and I would like there to be a race where it is really competitive. I'm waiting for that race where it's not straightforward and it is difficult, and through qualifying the lap times are very, very close, or if anything interchanging as you complete lap by lap. And then not only that, I'm waiting for the race where someone challenges us, where someone sticks with us and they make it hard for us. But at the moment, every race has been like this, just blistering lap times and then clearing off. And this is featured multiplayer. I mean, where is the challenge? We start the race here at Hockenheim. We're in pole position. It's raining as well, which I wasn't expecting because it was a dry quali. But there you go. We do love a little bit of surprises. It was a 132 dead in the end. I think we'll stick with the wet tyre. Obviously, we're going to put the lap times up. Go to 6 laps and then knock it down 1. It's always the best way. There you go. 6 laps, knock it back 1. Should we knock it back 2? Because it is in the wet as well, so we're not going to be on the throttle as hard and as long. So yeah, we'll do that. But yeah, a 132 dead. There you go. And this is the start of the race. We're at the front. This is Hockenheim, probably arguably one of our stronger tracks as well. So hopefully we can clear off at the beginning, but there might be someone here with a better start than us. They might just about get ahead. I don't think they will. Perfect, we stay ahead. And now it's all about improving our position in this race and basically pushing away and leaving these guys in the dust, like it has been every single race that we've entered so far for this series. But every race we tick off the list, it puts us closer towards the end of the series. So that's how I'm looking at it now. It would be nice to have more racing, more fighting. Can't wait to go back to starting from the back, but them videos will come very soon, and I'm sure there's some people that can't wait for them to be back as well. But yeah, here we go. Lap 1, we're 2 seconds up. The track, you could probably get away with racing slicks here. I don't know. I wouldn't say it's far away from slicks, definitely not. But yeah, whoever's on the stock tyre here, they're going to be in a very good position. And we could be vulnerable, actually. We could be very vulnerable if someone's on stock tyres. Just got to hope they're not, to be honest. But yeah, coming around the final few corners of this first lap, we're like 5 seconds ahead of second place. So yeah, I wouldn't say that we're under any threat whatsoever from behind. And now it's going to be, can we set the fastest lap? I can't remember what the fastest lap was that we set for quali either. Was it a 1:30? Oh, well, no way we're even going to get a chance to beat that anyway, because it's wet, isn't it? So yeah, we can't even set ourselves a mini challenge during this race. It is literally just going to be complete 5 laps as quick as possible to get Hockenheim over and done with and ticked off the list. There you go. So yeah, loving life. I think you can all see how this race is going to go. But talking more about the series, I want you guys to decide, once I've completed all the R-Class, Grand Slammed all the R-Class races for featured multiplayer, do you want me to carry it on and then do S and then A and then B? Or would you rather me just go back to the starting from the back? It's up to you guys at the end of the day. I only post these videos for you lot to watch them, so obviously at the end of the day, if I stopped posting videos on YouTube, I would just go back to playing Forza. Well, I would just stick to playing Forza. Like, it is more just for the viewers, really, me doing this. But yeah, but if there's ideas that you guys want me to do, or if there's, I don't know, like things you want me to explain for Forza, because obviously there's so many things that people don't know about Forza. Like, some people don't understand the tuning systems, and some people don't understand having the simulated steering on or off. They don't know what the advantages and disadvantages are, and obviously ABSing as well. Like, I can take you through some of them now that we've got a bit of time during this Hockenheim race, because let's be honest, it's just going to be straightforward, isn't it? It's just going to be lap by lap, and then we're going to be done with this one. So yeah, driving assists. We'll talk about driving assists. So in driving assists, you've obviously got the main factors, which are ABS on or off, and then you've got traction control on or off, and then obviously you've got these braking lines as well. So braking lines, I don't use the braking line. What I use the braking line as a reference. It's not where I should be on track while taking a corner. It's not the line I should take when entering or exiting a corner. I don't use it for that. I simply use, at the end of long, fast straights, you see the red, where the red telling you to brake is, but you don't actually brake in the red where Forza tells you to. You actually brake slightly later, sometimes really later. And then obviously there's some tracks it tells you to brake, you don't even have to brake. But like, even that corner, for instance, there, look, if you just keep an eye on me with the braking line on this lap alone here, look, watch as we come through the final corner. Then we got this braking zone coming out. We go off track there. It might be a penalty. No. So we got this braking line up here. Look, we'll brake late into it. We're not braking when it tells us to brake. And the same with the next one. Watch when we actually do brake. It's not on the braking line. It's really, really late into it. So it is just a reference for me. It's not when you should be braking, and I definitely don't follow it for my racing line. Sometimes it's a coincidence that obviously you take the line that it wants you to take, but a lot of the times I don't like the line that Forza tell you to take. There are definitely quicker ways in and out of corners on these tracks. So yeah, that's the braking line. What next? Traction control. So me personally, I never have it turned on for any car. If there's cars that actually you can't drive unless you have it turned on, I simply don't drive them cars. I just don't like traction control. I prefer it off. I prefer to be in full control of the rear end characteristics of a rear wheel drive car. I like it that if you push too hard, you can spin the rear wheels. I prefer that feeling, rather than if you push too hard, the power gets cut automatically for you. Really don't like that. And I just think you're faster. You are faster without traction control on. I think it's inevitable that you are faster. So yeah, if I could recommend using or not using traction control, it would definitely not to. And if you don't like the way it feels, trust me, train yourself, because the pros you get out of it outweigh the cons massively. And then obviously last but definitely not least is ABS. So a lot of you guys, you'll probably race with ABS on. You've probably tried turning it off, and you get that horrible feeling of where if you brake too hard, the wheels lock and then you can't turn. Now, when I first used to race Forza with the ABS on, yes, it's nice. You can just press your finger, or you can press your pedal if you're driving with the steering wheel, all the way down. Every time you hit a heavy braking zone, you just whack it all the way, whatever it is, pedal or finger on controller, you whack it all the way down, and it wouldn't lock the wheels up. You just heavy brake. But trust me, okay, when I say this, ABS off is so much faster. It's just unbelievable how much faster you are per lap as well. Not even per race, per lap. and how much later and harder you can brake with ABS off. So with ABS on, all right, you obviously brake 100% when you hit a heavy braking zone. But the car, you could have two of the same cars, all right, and you could be racing with ABS on and I could be racing with ABS off. But the cars are exactly the same, all right? The amount that I can brake later and harder pressure as well is just, it's unbelievable, and you wouldn't believe it until you see it. The only way though that you are ever going to turn ABS off, the race is finished by the way, there you go, that's Hockenheim complete, fastest lap, qualified first, and we won the race as well. So yeah, definitely join me in part 8 though. We've definitely got to have someone fight with us soon. But yeah, just going back to the ABS quickly before I end this video, try it, turn it off. Trust me, once you understand it, once you understand where your limits are with your finger or your pedal of braking without locking the wheels up, you will prefer it, I promise you, and you'll be more competitive. You will be so much more competitive, but you have to take that leap. But yeah, I hope you guys have listened to what I've said, and it will help you as well. If you guys want any tips or you have any questions, just ask me. I've got no problem answering them. But I'm hoping you're enjoying the series. That was a very boring race, to be honest. We couldn't even set a mini challenge of setting a faster lap time than the quali lap time. So yeah, that's Hockenheim ticked off the list though. So I'll look at it that way. And I'll see you in the next one, which will be part 8. Cheers, guys. I'll see you then.